Hey guys, I'm Steve, and welcome to the channel where we talk about the joys of stock market investing and long-term dividend gain. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit the subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Guys, I'm going to talk a little bit about Tesla today, and if all of this ongoing drama with Twitter, his acquisition of Twitter, is affecting the stock. Now, I'm looking at the stock, and I made a couple of videos of Tesla saying that if it drops down a certain percent, I'll buy more shares as I am a shareholder in the stock. But, with the market being the way the market is, stocks are going to go down. And I mean, it's no surprise that the stock is going down. But I'm really thinking, in depth wise, with all of the news with him and Twitter and how, and let's keep it real, Elon Musk looking kind of crazy right now in the media, with they're going back and forth between Twitter, and I'm really thinking that has a lot to do with the stock dropping the way it is right now. Because if you look at it, right, now this Friday now, on the 29th, the stock was 278, right? Now today it then fell all the way down, and I'm looking at it at 223. Right, which is this 5.9%, almost 6% down a day. It's getting crushed. Now, usually with me, I'd be excited. I'm gonna buy some more shares, and it's tempting. I'm being honest with you. It is very tempting that I'm gonna buy more shares right now. But this is my thinking. I'm thinking, with the situation, with what he's going through, with the stuff with Twitter, which is a totally different beast. I'm thinking this stock is very possible. This stock can drop. It's 223 now. It could be at $180 by next week. And when I say next week, next Friday, a week from today, it could possibly be 180 or below, which would be good. But right now, I would be chomping at the bit to buy it. But no, not right now, because I think this stock is going to go lower and lower, and I think it's going to continue to tumble with more news about this drama with Twitter and Elon. And I think also until October 28th, where he has that deadline of what if he's going to buy the company or not, or whatever principalities they got to go through between him and Twitter to solve this thing, this stock is going to continue to tumble. Now, me personally, if it drops below 200, I might buy a couple of shares. I might buy more. It depends. But I mean, I'm really trying to hold out my reserves of where I am buying the stock till after October 28th. And I mean, it's a deadline for him. Unless something changes in that amount of time, but this thing right here is really nasty between him and Twitter. And I think it really is having an impact on the stock. Now, whether or not he buys the company, Twitter or not, it doesn't matter, to me. But as an investor, and I'm not telling anybody, this is how I'm looking at it. I'm not telling anybody else what they should be thinking about. If this thing goes below $200 as an investor, with the beef and all of that stuff, though the stuff he's going through has nothing to do with Tesla stock, I'm anxious to see before now and the 28th if he sells a lot of shares of Tesla, because we're going to see a big tumble. So that's one of the reasons why I'm not going to buy the stock right now, because I think for him to secure the financing and all the stuff that he needs, part of it's he's going to have to sell some of these shares. Now, it's a lot of talk out there about getting financing from the bank, and he has a deadline to do this with the bank, and the bank can pull out and all this other stuff of things I've read. And I don't know his case. I don't know what's going on. But I mean, if in case that is the action, if that does happen with the banks or whatever, and he has to sell some of his shares of the company, I'll be sitting here waiting for it to fall. And I'll be watching this situation, minding this situation real closely, because I think a lot of value will come out of this stock falling course, you know how Tesla is. It takes off, you know, and I'm willing to bet it's going to get past the point of when I brought in the high twos. So if I can stack on more shares and run this as a growth play long term, you know, possibly, hopefully keeping it, it's all good for me. But you know, guys, this thing right here, man, with Elon is I mean, just Elon having the celebrity status that he has, you know, like I always tell you guys, and barring some unforeseen reason, you know, if you're not if you're not lined up with the way the stock, you know, the company is going with the stock and all this stuff, they still producing vehicles. The company running strong. But in the case of Elon and his celebrity status, you know, it could really, really impact this stock. But see, on the brighter side of that, even if it does impact the stock, because, you know, like I said, he has a love-hate relationship with a lot of society, and, you know, as you know, people have opinions of him. This thing right here, as this stock falls, and how it is where people have a love-hate relationship, all it takes is one uptick and the thing shoot up 10%, and then everybody goes and forgets about all this other stuff. This is a real big stock where a lot of people get FOMO syndrome from. And as far as investing in it, ain't nothing rivaling it right now, so I'm all in. And a lot of my subscribers and a lot of people comment on my videos about Tesla, saying, hey, well, you know, Tesla's overvalued, you're making a mistake, buying Tesla right now, it's going to drop. And you may be right. You may be right. But nobody can time the market. Nobody knows when the market's going to have an uptick, and nobody knows when there's gains to be made in the market. So for me, in my investment journey, I'm careful with what I'm doing, but I mean, I'm also not anxious to just jump on something real fast, because being in the market for about 7 years and understanding a little bit about how the market moves a lot of times, this 223, I can see this dropping another $80. Easy. You know, especially with this drama. Now, in a way, the drama's good because I'm trying to get as many shares of Tesla as I can. And though he's not doing anything directly to the company I'm investing in, you know, people's opinions of the man and what's going on over there, they can have that. That's on them. If these shares continue to fall, I will be buying them up. Because when the market turns green and the bulls start running, I am more than convinced that this thing is going to take off. Now, I might have to do this. I might have to renege on my prediction of the stock getting to $500 by December. But, you know, nobody knows what the future holds. So I'm going to hold off on that right now. But, man, stock is falling. It's a Friday. We'll see what happens. But, I mean, yeah, I'm intently be watching this situation. Because, I mean, it's a petty type of thing, but it is interesting. You know, Elon and the Twitter thing. But I'm anxious to see how it affects the stock price. But is it affecting it real bad? I don't know. But if something comes up and Elon look crazy or something in court, you know, people are going to be like, oh, I'm getting off the company. I don't want nothing to do with Tesla. It ain't got nothing to do with Tesla. But a lot of people, oh, Elon's crazy. I don't want to deal with it. Like when he smoked marijuana that one time. Well, I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. When he smoked weed that one time. People just judge him. Oh, I don't want to. Man, look, a lot of people smoke weed. I don't, but a lot of people do behind closed door. He just kept it real on camera. But yeah, man, guys, leave me a comment, man. Tell me what you think is going to happen with Tesla. Tell me if you think Twitter is affecting Tesla. You know, the drama, and if it's shedding a negative light on the stock. That's what I'd like to know. And tell me if it's still worth investing, or are you going to wait, hopefully the price will drop, or are you buying in now because it's at $220-something right now. That's good for me. But I mean, where I'm at, I want to wait a little bit. This and a lot of other stocks are going to be falling. So I'll be on the lookout for more deals and see how far this thing drops. But yeah, October 28th is my date of when I want to see what happens, you know, with the stock. So I'll be watching the stock carefully until October 28th, especially when some new Twitter news come out. I'm gonna see how it affects the stock. But guys, man, it's the weekend. I appreciate you spending time with me. As always, comment, like, share. The subscriptions have been going up. You guys have been showing that you got support for me. I appreciate everything you're talking about. Remember, leave me a comment. Let's talk it out. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.